Are live. What's up, everybody?
Hey, yo, yo.
It's what is it, January 29th, Thursday, 2026. Currently, Montreal versus Colorado. Montreal's winning by 3-1. Colorado's looking pretty snazzy in their jerseys tonight. The old school Quebec Nordiques jerseys. And who do we have tonight? I want to go around the table. We got Steve. Hello, Steve.
Buonasera, everybody. What's going on?
Hello, Steve. We got Pat.
Hey, what's up, Scooby-Doo?
And Tony.
What's up, guys? Welcome back again.
All right. So, what do we have? All right. Cassius Thundercock says hi.
Hey, Cassius.
And subscribe. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, now we're talking.
Thank you very much, guys.
We'll need pics of the Thundercock.
All right. Let's check out what we have for the talking points. And just like that, voila. All right. Let's start off with the Maple Leafs rebuild. All right, Tony, take it away.
So the question is their window still open or should they rebuild? What do you guys say?
Is it a rebuild, really? You think it's a rebuild?
No. Brian didn't put my whole point there. The question is the Maple Leafs.
Yes.
Is their window still open?
Yeah.
Or is there time for rebuild?
I think they have to. Man.
They
rebuild.
Huh?
They got nothing.
They got nothing. You know, yeah.
Where are they going?
They got nothing.
Where are they going? They got nothing on this train. There's nothing.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
They can't do like a rebuild on the fly, like kind of just piece pieces together, no? They have enough of a core.
They can't give up anything, and they have nothing coming. That's what's crazy.
They should go get Marner. I don't think he's liked in Vegas right now. So I heard him getting booed the other day on the ice. He's getting booed. So
he's getting booed in Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Ouch.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't because when he was playing Toronto, you got booed.
No, it was in Vegas because he's not doing good. They're not liking him in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's this?
Mitch Marner.
He's booed everywhere.
Yeah, he's getting booed there too. So.
Montreal.
I'm getting booed in Vegas.
Yeah, he's getting booed in Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
Oh man,
Look it up.
that's rough.
I would take him on my team for sure.
Yeah.
I like Marner, yeah.
Oh, he's got to perform.
So back to the question, Tony. What are you trying to say? Should it do a rebuild or what should it do?
They were supposed to be competitive again. You know, they were still, even though they traded Marner, they were supposed to be competitive, but the season hasn't gone as planned. So from what they have, do you guys think they still have a window to win, or do they shift gear, do a 180, and think about a rebuild, a retool, a restructure, one of those R words?
I'll repeat what I said before. They don't have anything. You're saying with what they have, they don't have anything. Nylander and Matthews aren't even producing right now.
So you think their window is closed?
There's not, right? For what they currently have, like in hopes that these guys are gonna do something and shake it up. Yeah, I think that window's closed. I think they have to rebuild. They got to do something. It's like, I mean, the Canadiens had this problem before they started rebuilding, and we see all these young guns popping up on the Canadiens roster.
Canadiens was a different situation.
Yeah, no, but you couldn't be like,
guys.
I hope these guys do something. You're not.
I wouldn't compare them to Canadiens because they had a lot of old guys, injuries, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
These guys have players in the prime of their career.
Mm-hmm.
Nylander, Matthews, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Nice.
I agree. I think their window is after this year. Their window. I was being skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure. I was on the fence about it last year. That window has sailed.
And I think the fact that we look at the Eastern Conference standings, I think it's so tight right now. There's so many good teams that are racing to keep it up there. I think it's gonna push them out into the smoke, and they can't compete into the Eastern Conference right now.
Mm-hmm.
For you to try and go now, you're missing one, maybe two pieces to actually, be a solid team to go for it. They're missing way more than that. They lost Marner last year. They're not as solid as they were up front.
No.
They're not. They don't have a goalie.
They don't have a goalie.
And they're weak on defense. So get rid of one of your top guys and build around that.
Who's the perfect guy to get rid of?
I think they're gonna keep Matthews. I would keep Nylander. Honestly, I would keep
You would
Nylander.
keep Nylander. You think the Leafs are going to keep Matthews?
I think they're gonna keep Matthews, but Matthews, I don't. Matthews, I see him going to play for
Someone else.
for the one American team.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes this market.
No.
The Canadian market. So I see them keep one guy and build around. Get rid of your assets. Bring in the. And you don't have to do a rebuild like Montreal does. Do like what Boston did last year.
Mhm.
Do kind of a retool. Do like I think New York is. That's what they're planning too. 18 months. So the rest of this year, all of next year, and then
see yourself
the
in
year
2
after,
years.
see what's going on and start
Yeah.
looking at competing again.
Okay,
you
so
know?
who's expendable out of Toronto right now? That's
Well,
the question. That's
Morgan Riley.
yes.
Time to go.
Ciao.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Isn't he their
What is
best
that,
defense?
50, he's been
Yucky.
he's been there
He
with
still
15
sucks.
years.
Yeah,
It's rare you see that.
nothing.
Out. Get rid of him. Send him to a cup contending team. Get assets for him, and then get rid of one of those two.
Matthews or Nylander?
Yeah, Nyes. I think they're gonna keep
Nice,
him.
they're
right?
going to keep him.
They're gonna keep him. I
Solid.
don't see him. I don't
Yeah,
see
he
him.
is.
You know, get rid of him. Get rid of Domi. Just get rid of. Start from scratch.
Well, you know, what's their opportunity? Like, you know, everybody's jiving. Everybody's like kind of like out of the. It's crazy. Like
They fucked up with everything. They had a great general manager in fucking Dubas. Look what he's doing in Pittsburgh. They used him as a scapegoat, and they bring in a fucking guy who doesn't know what he's doing. He was horrible in Calgary. In what's his name there?
tree living.
True Living, and he fucked everything up. Him, they should have never got rid of Marner. Well, the fans weren't any help either. They drove him out of town, you know, because he's a Torontonian. You know, so there's more pressure on him. But still, they fucked up the whole team. Look, they had a great general manager, and this guy just ruined everything. You know,
Did you see Berube and his next big?
Yeah.
he's lucky he didn't die, man.
Really, I know. I don't know exactly what happened.
He
to
got
him.
you know the
bar?
barbell, the bench
Yes.
press. He fell on his head.
Oh man.
Remember that, Steve? When you
Yeah.
guys were young,
Yeah.
the story.
Well, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Just quickly, I want to say, in Monster Truck, yes, you're finally cool. Thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate it.
You
that's
guys are
it.
amazing. Good job. You subbed.
Do you guys agree? It's over and done with.
Well, let's look at where are they right now.
Yeah.
They're at the bottom of the standings in the East.
And
Also, okay,
Mind you,
Yeah, no, but like they're out of it by 10 points. What?
yeah. But
so
they got
crazy, man.
clobbered.
So it's still so tight.
Yeah, but they got clobbered this weekend by Buffalo. They're not going anywhere. They don't have the team to compete at all. They don't have the team to compete.
No.
They're not beating Tampa in the playoffs. They're not going to beat Montreal in the playoffs. They're not going to beat. If Buffalo makes it, they're not beating Buffalo. They're not beating Detroit. They're not beating Carolina.
Come on, say Boston.
And they got
Montreal just
no,
scored.
they're
Kirby
not-
Duck, baby. That's
You
it.
think the Leafs are going to
Kirby
be Boston?
Duck.
Huh?
You think the Leafs are going to be Boston?
No,
We got their number every year.
no, they're not. That ship has sailed. I think it's over and done with. So I don't know what you guys think in the comments, but the thing is, they're a market just like Toronto. It took a lot for Montreal to do what they did, you know, to convince everybody. But just like Toronto, just like Boston and New York, these are they cautious. They're very cautious when it comes to stuff like that.
It's
a
they got
lot of money
huge
on it.
fan base,
Yeah.
right? It's just like you got the biggest fan bases.
But the
in-
owners don't want to do that.
No,
a
they
lot
don't
of
wanna
money
take the
lost,
risk.
right?
Well, of course, it's the risk involved.
Like when you go into the playoffs, it's millions and millions of dollars extra.
like you know the story, rebuilding the Canadiens, and every year the Leafs are going nowhere. Like,
but
and
they're the team-
still going nowhere.
They're the team.
It's
They haven't won since '67. They keep fucking it up. They keep getting it wrong.
We're in the playoffs.
They've never
They-
rebuilt from bottom to top. And then when they had finally got a few draft picks, They went top heavy on contracts on
Yeah.
the top 4, and they fucked everything up.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't win, because they fucked everything up with the contracts on Marner, Nylander,
Yeah, they went,
Tavares,
they went
and,
top heavy on all.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, Edmonton did the same thing once upon a time. Where it's like you go top heavy on your forwards and you got nothing on goalies. They need to get good goals.
Oh, it's 5-1. Sorry, 5-2.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
it's frustrating.
it's like what Steve was saying. Who do they have? That's their money. Like who has value right now? That like O'Reilly. Okay, O'Reilly.
That's it.
O'Reilly.
They're gonna have to retain
O'Reilly.
salary for that. It's expensive.
No, I'm just saying, like, who
Morgan
does Toronto,
Ri- Mhm.
Morgan Riley, sorry, Morgan Riley. Who do they have right now that they're going to get something for?
I told you the first 2 priorities: get rid of Riley and get rid of one of the your 2 top guys. Build around one of them.
Yeah,
Tavares, fucking ship him out. Come on, somebody's gonna take him.
I'm talking about prime prospects.
Yeah,
These
I
are over
understand,
his prime.
I
So
understand,
you gotta decide. Who do you want to build around? Matthews
Mhm.
or Nylander? I would Nylander. I don't think Matthews long term. I don't think he wants to be there.
No.
Personally, he hasn't said it. It's just my gut feeling.
Then again, I don't see Nylander wanting to be there long term.
After the
After what
bird,
just happened, yeah, the bird.
I
Cost him
think he
5K.
just did a stupid thing, and
That's so stupid, though.
you're a child. You're like a kid. So I don't
You're
know.
a kid. You're pulling the middle finger to cameraman on you.
To cameraman. That's what it is. So stupid.
You're a hockey player. For fuck's sake.
Making millions of dollars.
My God.
Very professional.
Somebody compared to the Guy Carbonneau years ago when he was with the Habs. That was different. He was
Why? What did he do?
he flipped the bird to a camera.
media? To
But
media?
the thing is, he was on his personal time. He was being harassed on his personal time. So he flipped the bird.
Yeah.
This guy is working. You're not on the ice, but you're in the press box.
You're in the press.
You're
in your working environment.
In a working environment.
You have to stay professional, right?
Exactly.
You didn't show up in a jogging suit inside the lodge,
No.
so stay professional.
Exactly.
But it's fucking Nylander.
Anyways, that's my take on
All right, are we done shitting on the Leafs? Man, I could do this
Never,
all day, though.
never.
I could do this all day.
Let's go. Too bad Jan's not here tonight, Sledge.
Oh,
Would have
man.
shot on that freaking. Oh man. Poor
But
guy.
point number 2, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So Panarin, the Rangers was today finally announced they're officially trading him. They're not even gonna play him to avoid him getting hurt.
Injured? Yeah.
So I know we've been talking about him potential fit if he ends up being on the block. Now he's officially on the block.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't see him as a fit for Montreal still. But
You don't think he would be a great asset for Montreal, especially if we make the playoffs?
I'll tell you why he's not a good fit. But the reason he's not going to go to Montreal is, first of all, he wants. He's already his camp already spoke to the 3 California teams: San Jose, Anaheim, and Los Angeles. Right? I don't see him going to Anaheim though, because they're a young team. They're already people to sign. So it looks like he wants to play in the sunny states there. Away from the BS.
Yeah.
So that's it. Plus, it looks like he wants a sign and trade. So he just doesn't want to be a rental player. He wants to sign.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that might be of interest to Montreal, but not at his age.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him at his age. He's 34 years old. He's going to be 35. He's going to be 35 years old. Why would Montreal go put money on that and take a complete 180 from their plan on getting players within the same age group and core? I don't think Montreal...
Maybe if they're going for just a run, a shot at the Stanley
Yeah, but
Cup.
they're not ready. They're not at the point where, okay, our window for the cup is open right now. They're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So to get a player like that is by the time Montreal's ready to compete, he's not going to be a part of the team anymore. I don't think Montreal, if they're going to get somebody and they're going to spend the money and they're going to they're gonna get somebody between the ages of 24
It's
to
going to be long
29.
term. It's someone long term.
29, yeah.
That's
But they're not gonna go. I don't see them getting going for him. This is why I don't think Panarin is gonna.
'Cause I think he's a great asset for any team that's looking for a security on the cup.
If he doesn't go to one of those three teams, there's other teams like Edmonton. I don't know any other team, but Florida.
Yeah, there's the Sunshine State. Yeah, anywhere in Florida, Tampa, and
Yeah, that's not gonna happen in Florida though.
no.
It's too expensive. How much is he earning? This guy, he's quite up there too.
Well, especially the Panthers. I don't think they got room for
No,
a
they
guy
don't
like
have-
Panarin on their roster.
No.
Well, yeah, they have players on long-term injury reserve, so
Yeah,
they
but
can add him. And
that new rule affects it though, right?
Huh?
With Barkov, especially, like
Yeah.
but they have the space because these guys are out probably the whole season, so they have the space for him. They want to compete.
It doesn't mean like when let's say Barkov is reactivated, that goes against the salary cap, and now they can't afford everybody. Blah blah blah.
No, once the trade deadline, you can spend as much as you want on the salary cap. It's just the way you used the long-term injury reserve is different than before.
Okay.
I forgot the rules. I was checking at the beginning of the year. It's just you can't just abuse it like they were doing before.
Okay.
But once the trade deadline is, you can have as many players you can have more than 23 men on the roster, and you don't have to the salary cap because you're going into the playoffs, right? You need bodies. I don't see him going to Florida. It was just a suggestion. Like that's a team if he doesn't go to one of those three teams.
Mhm.
I'm just saying because the camp reached out to those three teams.
Sure,
but
yeah.
if he doesn't go there, there's other teams that can. But
Right.
I don't see him. I don't see him as a fit in Montreal. I don't think Montreal is interested in pursuing. I think Montreal, if they want to get somebody, it's not something because they want to get whatever
Mhm.
they need because they want. It's got to be a fit. I don't think they're in a rush to make a move unless they have to, because they're not in a position to win now. They don't have the team to
No,
win
I agree.
now.
I agree.
There's still too many.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Pieces that need to be filled
Yeah.
to make them
Don't
a
rush
complete
it.
team.
Don't
No,
rush it.
there's no reason.
No.
They're the youngest team in the NHL. They're not winning the cup this year.
So who do you see fit? Maybe if we do need a guy to maybe give a little punch for this season. I mean, who knows if that would help.
Well, I
maybe
was
get-
gonna get that to what we could get on the last point. So
on the last
we'll get
part.
to that. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Okay, so Panarin, though, just to finish up on him, I would think someone in the West would probably need him a lot more than someone in the East.
Mhm.
I would
And
have to
the
agree
fact,
with that.
And
Yeah.
the fact that you're saying that because he's looking at the California State, there's just the Western Conference. There's a lot more room for a team to accept them. There's a
Well,
lot
that's
more.
the rumor
like,
I heard from
Yeah.
Pierre LeBrun
Mhm.
announced
Yeah.
he's spoken to his camp after New York officially announced they're trading him, they're shopping him.
feel like
His camp
there's-
reached out to
Oh,
the three California teams.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in the West, Minnesota, or anyone.
So we go to the next point, guys.
Next is
Lead the way, Tony.
Habs goalie change. Coach change, right?
So the Habs did a goalie coach change. They fired Eric Raymond and they brought in Marco Marciano
Mhm.
as a replacement interim. So the question is, because it's not there, do you think that was the right call, or was that a missed opportunity for Montreal to do a trade instead? What do you guys think?
A trade instead.
You think,
Yeah.
because obviously the reason they did this because of the issues they're having with their goalies, right? Even up to
Right.
the last game against Boston, right?
Okay.
So do you think that was the right move to do, or it was a missed opportunity? They should have done a trade instead.
You still do a trade.
Yeah. Do you think this was more of a shakeup? What I'm saying, and just changing those guys.
No, but my question is, you think what would have been better to do a trade, or this was the right move to do?
Well, how do
You're
you know?
saying-
How do you know they're not going to do a trade too? How do you know?
Yeah.
Why is it?
Yeah,
Why is
what
it
if-
one?
I really don't think they're gonna do a trade, and I don't think they should do a trade. You wouldn't trade. My point is, why trade when the value of your goalies are at the lowest right now, right?
Yeah,
You're not gonna win.
No, we're not trading anybody. Out of
But
that.
there's
Exactly.
definitely going to be a change, though. There has to be a decision made somewhere.
But even if you do want to make a trade for a goalie, what are you gonna get? There's so many teams out there that are looking for goalies.
Yeah.
We said it last week.
That's true.
Who did they bring back? Reiner. Like, there's nobody out there. Who are you gonna get? And you're right now it's saturated. Nobody can get anybody, and you're trading at with a disadvantage. Doesn't make sense. Don't trade.
So I guess they had to do something.
Yeah.
And then,
But
Yeah.
people were complaining. Well, they won and they won and they decided to make a decision right after the win the other night. But I don't see it that way. Do you guys see it that way? Because I don't understand some fans.
maybe
How do you think?
maybe a coach change would make a difference. Maybe it would spice.
Usually it's a shake-up.
That
Yeah,
is
exactly.
absolutely right, Brian. A coach change sometimes makes a difference. Sometimes if like say in general, a team's not doing, you're not going to get rid of a 20-man roster. You start with the team, right? You start with the coach.
Yeah, leadership.
In
All
this-
the management. whatever.
In this case, I don't think it was a drastic decision. I think they've been looking at Marciano for a while. I think this decision was coming, regardless of that result the other night. And I think that we see it like Montembeault won with Raymond last year, but sometimes things change, right? So it's flat. You don't respond to it anymore. You need fresh blood, fresh views, fresh material. So, and I think Marciano's been there for a long time, 10 years, 15 years with
He was there when Price was there?
no, Marciano.
Yeah. Well, I remember
Marciano or Raymond.
the coach that used to be with the coach that they got rid of today. Who was it? Marciano, right?
The other day,
Raymond.
Marciano got brought up from Laval. Raymond has been there since 2022, I
When
think.
Carey
Yeah.
was there, it was like Fizet.
Yeah, it was another guy, yeah.
it was Stefan
Yeah.
Fizet.
What happened to that guy? He got another job?
He got another job a few years ago. Well, right before Raymond.
Anyways, I think that Marciano has been looked at with what he's been doing. Because, look, Montembeault went down. He came back up.
With a little
He was
spring
doing
in his
well,
step.
and then he regressed again. You know? Fowler goes down. Fowler does great. He came up. He was doing great. And then towards the end, he's doing bad. And look, even when Caden Primo was here, this is a great example.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Caden Primo was
Awful.
doing great in Laval. Comes to
Yeah.
Montreal off and
Yeah.
went back down. So this is a track record with this guy. I'm guessing he can get through to goalies. And I think Montreal had the intention of maybe bringing him in at the end of the season and not renewing Raymond. But with the situation, I think they said, let's cut our losses now, bring him up now, because from what I've been reading, there was other NHL teams also
Interesting.
interested in Marciano, and Montreal didn't want to lose the thing. And I'm pretty sure they've also asked Montembeault when he was going down how he felt about his time with him, and so I'm pretty sure Montembeault gave some feedback. Your team is sending you down for a conditioning stint.
Right.
I think they're gonna follow up on what's going on with your progress, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Montembeault was asked. What
Well,
do you
they
think?
pulled the plug on Raymond. That's it. Ciao.
It is what it is.
Marciano probably had a good repertoire with the players in Laval, as well as the coach.
Association.
It makes sense. Fresh blood. Primo was a perfect example of how bad. I guess coaching might have been.
It's not all on the coaching,
Of course, no, but-
because I don't think he's an NHL caliber goalie. But you also saw a regression
Yes.
and picking himself up when he went back to Laval
Yeah.
versus the NHL, right?
Mhm.
So there's a lot of positive aspects to put towards Marciano, which gave a good reason for Montreal to do what they did. So I don't think it was just they woke up the other morning. Okay, we're not doing it's working. Let's just change. I think this was in their plans for the work. It's a business. They're not going to just make rash decisions. I think everything's calculated, and you see that since this new management team came in, everything's calculated. You could tell they're making smart moves. So
Well, they don't want to mess this one up.
no.
I think they got a good stronghold. They got the young guys.
Well,
they're
they have to be careful. Your goalie is looked at like very important in this city, in this market,
extremely.
and you have two young goalies right now that are not going to be your core, your starting when you're competitive. Your guy is going to be your guy right now is in Laval. You don't want to ruin his development, so they had to like tread water lightly and make sure they don't make a mistake. You know,
Yeah.
you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the right move. They were going to lose him. I'm telling you, they were going to lose him. I think their plan was to get him at the end of bring him up next year, but they decided to no. No, you agree? Disagree?
Well, that's what you told me about Marciano, and they were looking at him to bring him up, and people were looking at other teams.
Well, that's
were
what I
looking at
heard.
him.
But I
Kind
don't
of
know if
makes
it's true.
sense.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose him. Makes sense. Kind of.
Plus NHL teams, plus all the positive feedback. The writing was on the wall, you know. But that's what I think. Any other comments before?
I was thinking, what about Charlie Lindgren? Like, was he?
He got traded.
Yeah, I know he got traded, but I mean, like, he's definitely a semi-successful goalie. You know, I can't say
He's in Washington, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in
he's in
Washington.
Washington.
But like,
Is he the starter goalie?
no, he's not a starter.
No, he's not.
But you know, he's still helping the team. I'd say I don't think that he's a burden. I guess he's doing okay, and I guess he was part of the team for us.
So
You know,
they traded him because they had Primo in the pipeline.
yes,
Thinking they were gonna, and then Fowler they hadn't played a game yet. They had just drafted him.
mm-hmm.
So that was, and then they ended up trading Primo. So like Lindgren wasn't in their plans. They saw him. They didn't see him as an NHL starter. Montreal needed a starter, right?
Yes,
And they didn't need a guy to back up right away because they had the Allen at the time, right?
Jake Allen. Yeah.
So the smart move was to get rid of him, right?
Get back that goalie. Was it Sarek? Remember when Price got hurt?
Tokarski.
The poor guy. The poor guy had to go in the playoffs.
Terrible. But he's still.
He got served. He got served.
I think he's still in the circuit a bit. I think.
I haven't heard from him.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Justin.
All right, next point.
We got.
So Oliver Kapanen, guys, is he the right fit for this team, or is he just a short-term solution for this line? What's your take on it?
I think he's having an amazing rookie year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
He's
The
hit the
Little slump.
slump. The 45 game mark. They always hit the rookies.
Mid.
So like that's what he's hitting now. He's got his first point in 7 games tonight. He got an assist on the Suzuki goal. But what do you think?
I think he's been a great surprise. A nice little.
Absolutely a great surprise.
Yeah.
But you have to. I'm asking in a long term. Is he the fit for this team, or is he just the short term solution?
Are we talking about the second line center, or are we talking about third? You know,
Right now, he's
solid.
Right now, he's fitted in as a second line center.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
so
now.
so he's right now the way the line is he the solution for that line, and Montreal gets a top 6 for the other line, or is he just a short term solution because eventually the top 6 is going to be filled by two other players?
I don't think I would give him top 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to give him top 6. I think he would make eventually a good third line top.
Yeah, I feel so too. You know, I think it's still early to tell. Maybe
it is.
He just,
I mean, when they're that young, it's early to tell. Like they lack the leadership. They lack a lot of things, which you can't blame them because it comes with the age and the experience. I feel like just to repeat what you're saying, like with the Canadiens, I'm sure with their mindset, what they're building right now, I don't think they're building their top 6 core based off this guy. But if he can grow to be a solid,
I'm just saying you're building a
holding
team
that third line.
and you see that this is working. You as put yourself in the shoes of the ownership and management.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice surprise, but for now it's working. Do you see it also working long term because you see the potential of him growing, or you see it? Okay, it's working now, but I don't see his ceiling much more. And it's good for a short term fix. I agree with you. I think it's good as a short term fix. I see him as an elite number 3 center.
Yes.
He would be fantastic on a third line as a center.
Yes. But don't expect him to move up to the second because you're
He
just
can,
putting
he can,
expectations.
he can
could
fill in
maybe
here
fill
and there.
But
But
don't be like, we need him as a second line center. Keep him as a solid third line center. Man, you're going to have some serious depth. If you can fill in your top six properly and not have to worry about him, and he would become an elite top third line center, then you were talking about a serious core. Because we always talked about having good depth. But
No,
I
but
think
I'm
it's too early to see
I'm
if it's
saying-
going to be long term. I think it's more short term.
when Montreal gets, he would fit better as a. His place would be better
Yes.
as a third.
Third line.
Exactly.
Absolutely, 100%
Because he's
third
doing
line.
great on this
Yep.
line, but he's playing center, right?
Yeah.
But look at the way they're getting their points. He's playing center, but his wingers are playing like centers on the line,
Yeah.
and him as a center, he's playing more like a winger.
Yeah.
He's getting the pucks,
He's naturally going,
and
yeah.
he's getting himself in the right position.
Yeah.
He's scoring. He's got the shot.
He's driving in.
He's driving
yeah.
in. That's what a winger does.
Yeah.
The center is supposed to be setting up the plays,
Yeah.
creating the open space. Usually the center drives the line, but the two wingers right now, who are playing like centers because they're such great passers and such great playmakers, are both driving that line.
Mhm.
So which is he's reaping the benefits of.
Right.
But he's still playing center because he's great defensively. He's
Yeah.
got that in him. He's a good 200-foot player, but I don't see him long term on that line.
It's early.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No,
I do. It's still early. Obviously, he's slumping now a little bit. Yeah, give him some time.
he's also 24 years old, right? So
Yeah, he's going to develop. Hopefully, he turns into be that number two. Hopefully, there's competition between 2 and 3.
it's a good pickup.
Yeah.
He was a pickup from the Bergevin era.
Oh, really? Was he?
Guys, it's rare you see this on a team, but
Mhm.
half our team, our core, is still a lot of them are
Or
Bergevin pickups.
picks, yeah.
Suzuki, Caulfield, Gooley,
Mm-hmm.
Jacky, Trubel, Kapanen, Montembeault was I think, right?
Jake Evans.
Jake Evans, yeah, Gooley, Gallagher, Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Like half that team is.
Yeah, there's some good bones that these
Hudson?
guys got to work with.
All right.
I think
Hudson, no.
Hudson, no.
Hudson was the same year as Slavkovsky.
Slavkovsky. Yes, you're right.
Slavkovsky, sorry. Man, I
My
always mess up
mistake.
that
My
name.
mistake. Yeah.
Slavkovsky.
I always mess up that name. Man.
Let's laugh.
So like it's like usually you don't see that. So you still have a bit of that Bergevin. It's rare, like you look at Buffalo. They've been rebuilding for 14 years.
Yeah.
Jeez, what
They just started to do good now, and Kokalainen he's a month and a half in. Guys, I don't think a month and a half in, the general manager is gonna change everything. The general manager that did everything, they just started clicking.
true.
So like, a lot of credit has to do to
Who
the
was it
old
before?
general.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Man, but they look mean right now, man. Whew.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
it's
jeez.
hopefully this time it's real and it's not just another.
Big bodies. These guys are huge, man.
Yeah, they're
Like,
huge.
Especially Tage Thompson there.
Yeah, like
H.
Krebs.
Thompson.
No, they're all
yeah.
big, Brian. They're all huge. They're all
Oh,
over
huge.
6 feet. They're
Mm-hmm.
even the other night against Montreal. They're
Yeah,
massive.
it's rough.
Boys.
All right, last point. So, what is the Habs strategy going into the trades freeze on February 4th, and then when they come back in March 7th? Was it March 7th?
6th, 7th.
6th, 7th, the trade deadline. So both.
7th.
What do you think is their strategy, or what do you think they're gonna do? Well, before that, what do you think their needs are? Before we get into what what do you think Montreal's top needs are right now?
Oh, they gotta need a.
They need to decide who their goaltender is going forward.
So they have a goaltend. They need a goaltending,
Yes.
And a first
a top
first
six
line
forward,
wingman.
a top six forward, right? Whether
Yep.
it's a winger or a center, right, Brian?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I would say right D,
Right there.
Mhm.
to balance out it, so players like Hudson are not playing on their off wing, right? Okay, so those
Yep.
are the top three, right?
Mm.
Okay, so what is their priority? What do you think should be their priority?
That front guy, I would say.
You, Brad?
I'd say goaltending. I'm gonna go with goaltending.
Getting goaltending or just figuring out goaltending?
Figuring out their goaltending situation. Once they figure it out, I think that's where the confidence comes out. Because when you don't have a starter,
No, but right
and
now, if they have to make a move, you think that they should go get a goalie?
you're saying for a move, what the Canadians need to do.
What's their priority? Yeah,
Well, I think
out of the three needs, those are the three needs. They need a goal. Eventually, they need to solidify a goalie. They need
We'll get a
a
scorer.
man like probably like a Caden Gooley type of player because they have a lot of offensive players as a right-handed defenseman, and they need a top six forward, whether it's a centerman or whether it's a winger. They need.
I guess defensemen, because man, they're firing on all pistons, scoring. They're scoring. They're a pretty decent scoring team this season. So the scoring is not
What's the
really an
Canadians'
issue.
differential right now? What are they standing at? Their plus minus.
As a team,
Yeah. Because I think you got Tampa that's strong right now with 40, but it's because I think you're right, Brian. I don't know if they're scoring, but
let's see what we have here.
Tampa's at
Minus
49.
plus 49. Jeez,
Yeah, they're strong. Tampa's right
plus
now.
3.
That's the thing. Is like if you're scoring, but you're also getting scored on. It's
Yeah,
they're
So,
getting just as much goals. As,
you wanna you brought a good point. It's like everybody wants that goal scored.
But they're one of the top scoring teams in the NHL, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
But if you're getting scored on too, you're going to be Edmonton. You're winning
Make
or
a good
losing
point.
10-8.
Well, there are
games.
more goals than Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Montreal.
They're
has-
by one goal. They're just getting scored a lot.
They're
on
getting
more.
a lot scored on.
So maybe the
And
defense.
they're still where they are. Yeah,
So maybe work on
maybe
that
the
defense.
defense.
Yeah.
And solidifying the goaltending.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with Steve on this one. I think their priority should be the top six forward
You're going to go aggressive on the forward. Okay.
because Montreal wants to make. From what I'm hearing, Montreal wants to make a hockey trade, right? They don't want to, right? So that means they're not willing to just trade anything just to pick up. So if they get somebody, it's somebody that's really going to fit their core, which goes back to somebody that fits in the age group,
Mhm.
somebody that they can go long term with.
You don't think a veteran is more?
No,
Okay.
for the top six, I think it's got to be somebody that fits within that group long term for the window. So Montreal's willing to give up assets. They're willing to give up players. They're willing to give up whatever they need to give up to get that player if it's the right move. So I think going into the freeze, I think they're going to make a move, I think, before the Olympic break. But I think it's going to be something minor. Maybe try to trade Laine, see what they can do with that, because I don't think he's a fit anymore.
Mhm.
Very minor. And then come the trade deadline in March, I think that's when they're going to look at, okay, let's try to see if we can find that player that we could make a hockey move with, a hockey trade with teams, like they did with Dobson on the offseason.
Mhm.
If they can't, they're not going to force it. They'll try to pick up a defenseman that can fit temporarily or whatever, where they're not giving up what they need to give up in order to. But I think to get that core player, that big move, it's going to be for the top six, where they're going to give up a prospect, a draft pick, whatever they need, a roster player to get what they need. But it's got to be the right fit, and they wouldn't make that trade for a player like Panarin. So that's what I think. I think they're gonna first use the freeze for a minor trade, and I think the first priority should be Laine. I think they need to try to find a way to get rid of him. I don't see him fitting on the in the lineup. But where do you want to put him?
Where do you see him fit on any team in the league, man? Who's going to take Laine?
Well,
Unless they want to fill cap space.
Well,
where
a team that's needs some power play punch, they can go get him.
is there any,
Washington, I don't know.
Mhm.
any rumors about Elias Peterson? Any?
I wouldn't want him.
No,
that's
you
all.
wouldn't want him. Why not?
Salary, the problem that he caused in Toronto and Vancouver.
What with what's his name? JT.
I don't think Montreal's even interested in him. There's rumors they're still interested in
Audrey.
Kadri, and I really don't see he's over age. He's $7 million. It's not a fit.
Yeah, but he would have that veteran experience. Maybe, you know.
He's got the grit. He's got the type of hockey player you want for a second line center. But I don't see it.
Just not feeling it.
No, I don't think it's the right move.
Shane Wright, guys. Shane Wright.
Bring the boy home. Bring him back.
He's on the block.
Yeah. Imagine.
He is?
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's a bust, guys.
Not a bust,
No?
No.
but they're looking to trade him.
Yeah. You got Evander Kane that's out there right now. Which is
No,
not
he's bad.
He's
I think
uncoachable.
he's cancer to a team.
definitely not.
Uncoachable.
No, not he's not a fit for us. He wouldn't fit on our top. You need a player that's gonna fit on our top 6. No, he's not a fit for Montreal.
There's Robert Thomas
Yeah, that's a good
from
fit.
St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yep.
26 years old, this guy. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Jordan Cairo.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
St. Louis looking to make hockey trades, a hockey trade. So you never know, but they have to be willing to want to trade these guys. You know.
Where are they? Oh, they're pretty.
They're
They're
not
pretty
very
bad.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty low.
Yeah.
Who?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the team Calgary or St. Louis Montreal trades with.
Calgary, big time.
Well, Calgary, yeah.
Blake Coleman.
Woman.
That's good. Mackenzie Weaver, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But I'll agree with Steve on that one. To get back to that point, I think their priority should be a forward to go all in with. And if not,
Mhm.
if they don't have to force a trade unless it makes sense for them, you know.
No, we don't have to force anything right
No.
now. We're
We're not
like,
desperate. I don't
Yeah.
think
No.
we'll manage.
This is why Pat, the goalie, like as much as they need a goalie, I think they can get by with what they have now. This is why they made.
No, I'm not saying
the
that they
move
need a
for the-
goalie. I said what they need to figure out is their goalie situation. Because I think until you figure out that goalie situation, there's no certainty anywhere, and the confidence in the goalies is not.
If they make a goalie's move, okay, if they're really stuck, I think they're trading Montembeault.
I agree.
And bring up they don't want to bring Fowler up too early.
too early.
The earliest they'll consider bringing him is next season. If they can get by with these two now, and if worse comes to worse, they need to bring him in for the playoffs. So be it. But they really don't want to freaking force their hand with the Fowler right away.
I'm just like, man, the league's looking for goalies. You guys are sitting on a few nuggets. Give up a nugget. I mean, this is the time, right before the trade deadline. If there's anything that can give you the most value, especially on the Montreal Canadiens team, is your goalie situation.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. Figure out what you guys are going to do. Who's your goalie in 2 years? Okay, it's Fowler. So, like you said, let's hope, cross our fingers that, is it Monty? Is it who's going to stay? And that other guy, if he's valuable right now, like we're watching tonight, or if it's going to be Monty, he's hot, tell him before the trade deadline. These are the guys that you need to work on. That's why I say the goalie situation, it's not go pick up a goalie. Figure out what you're doing in Montreal, and then you have money on your hands that you can go get something.
Exactly.
Your top 6, your D-man, whatever you want to do.
And it also depends, as the closer they get to the deadline, where they're standing. That's why these next 3 games were vital. They won the other night.
The conference is tight, so you have to assume.
And tonight they're
that
winning. So they like was the other night was against what? Was it Minnesota?
Was it?
Who did they play?
No.
Who they play the other night?
Who they play?
Tonight's,
No, it wasn't Hughes. They played.
no.
Minnesota. No.
Was it Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Who?
They played.
Nights ago.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Was it
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yes, Vegas. So they need the Vegas, Colorado tonight, and then Saturday they're playing Buffalo again. Another 4. They need to win that game, but
They're big wins.
I didn't think they were going to win. They're winning tonight, so like going into the
Look at that. Most goals since January 12th.
Yeah.
Alexander Carrier. 5 goals.
Yeah. Anyways, before we end it, I wanted to make a comment on the Bill Belichick situation. What do you guys think about that? That's the situation. Do you
What's the
know what happened?
I'm not aware of the
So
situation.
they announced the candidates for the first ballot for the Hall of Fame,
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
and he didn't get in.
With 313 wins, career wins. So there's a guy that made it into the Hall of Fame with 212.
They
but
were asking
Belichick's
some guys, "Did you vote for
313s.
Belichick?" I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. So I think they're
The guy-
indirectly trying to.
Put the guy in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Put him in the Hall of Fame. What do you? Who's debating
ridiculous.
this? Who the fuck is debating this?
It so degrades the system and the Hall of Fame by doing this, because he's fantastic. He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now it's
That's by the fact of his young freaking hot girlfriend that he has now.
No.
I think they're
is wrong?
punishing him because of Flategate and Spygate.
Okay.
Deflategate and Spygate. But
You think it's 'cause of
Deflategate
that?
was, yeah, for sure. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. It's a joke. You guys,
Guy's one of the best coaches in the history of the NFL. You're not going to put him in,
he
in
has
the Hall
best
of Fame.
records.
I don't even know how this is a discussion.
It's stupid, right?
About as stupid as
Oh, yeah,
fucking
for sure.
flat Earth. That's fucking ridiculous. This is not even
That's
a
a good one,
discussion.
Brian. That's a
It's
good one, Brian.
not even a discussion. I don't understand how people are debating this.
What, Pat? Do you think the world's round?
Pull it up. I got
Hey, Mr. Eddie Bravo over here.
You guys are sheep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just want to say, while you guys were talking about going, imagine Price was fucking. This was the team Price had, man.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Let's say he never got hurt. Would he still be playing today? You think? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
he would still be playing.
He'll still
Yeah.
be playing at eventually. But it's funny, yeah? When Montreal had Price, they had the most elite goaltending,
Got the
but they
shittiest-
had shit in front of him. Montreal now has shit in the net, but they had a freaking. You said it the other time. It was you. Now they have like the top scoring team in the NHL. Imagine Price at his prime with this team.
Oh man, that's a
Huh?
Stanley
With
Cup
Hudson
team
in
man.
front of him,
Huh?
and
That's a Stanley Cup team.
Slav,
fuck.
and
It's just
Imagine a goalie like that. You know.
Bro, they're gonna score 7 goals. These guys are on fire,
sad.
man.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening?
You know,
tonight?
like it's amazing.
Oh,
There it
another
is.
one. There you go.
There it is, man. For
Well,
sure.
this is probably like 3 minutes late.
It's
there.
Slaffy.
That's why I get the.
This is probably like,
But Vasilevsky, he's
Wow.
been in for a while too, just as long as a career as Price, right? You know.
Yeah, he did
So-
come up. That's true, and he's still.
he
no,
would be
when
still
Price
playing.
was there, Bishop was there. Wasn't Bishop?
What are you talking about?
The Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay was Bishop, no?
Yeah, at one point it was Bishop, yes.
And then became
Vasilevsky. Yeah,
Mhm.
Bishop was before Vasilevsky.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think he's been there as long since Price started.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah, well, anyways,
That would have been nuts.
Price would have been nice.
Blame Chris Kreider.
Yeah.
It's true.
it's him, huh? It's that fucking thing, huh? When he slammed into one of the skates first.
Yeah.
I think after that, I don't want to spread rumors, but I think he's probably on opioids or something like that. That's why he had to
Who, Price?
alcohol to fight the pain. I don't know, man.
I think there was some
was some-
addiction to
Opioid. I
medicate.
think it was opioids to deal with the injury,
Yeah.
man.
Pain,
That's
yeah.
my. I don't know.
Right.
That's my theory.
It's not far fetched, right?
No, and it's rough what these guys go through when they get thrown on painkillers, and you just stay home. You're not doing anything. You're fighting the pain. It's it gets into your psyche, I think, the most, and especially a goalie. You don't want anything getting into your psyche, like
No.
getting into your head. And,
Look what's happening with them. It's crazy.
man.
They're the worst.
I would not. No. I was thinking who was that goalie who got traded? Then we're like in Edmonton, Jarry and
Skinner and
Skinner
yeah.
and Jarry, and it's like, you know, he was already doing bad and it was already in his head, and then he went to Pittsburgh and he just had a shit start in Pittsburgh, and it was like, imagine a goalie and it's just in your head. It's tough to get out of that slump as
Yeah,
a
there's
goalie.
definitely a lot more
There's-
pressure as a goalie for the team, and
It's,
for
it's
sure.
tough,
Exactly.
man. It's really tough.
Skinner's been through the ringer, man. You know, especially in Edmonton, you got that freaking beast of a team,
yeah,
and then you gotta like,
and
get
got
a
to
goalie
back
for
that
these
up.
guys.
Yeah, that's it.
But
But now
they,
he's doing okay in Pittsburgh for what I
now,
understand.
now he's but
He's
when
kinda
he left, it's
Picked
like,
up his rhythm there.
when you got traded because you're shit, and you're like, fuck, you're still doing shit in front of some of the best players like Crosby, who's doing super hot right now.
Oh my gosh,
Man, he's having a
he's
super
got 92
year. It's
points.
fucking. Who would have thought Crosby would have just?
92 points.
Crosby is just.
It's like it's an amazing year for most freaking hockey players,
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
halfway in the season here.
Yeah. He saw
What
Ovechkin
a
just
beast.
breaking records. Like,
You
hold
think
my
he's
beer,
going to be
I'm
on the
coming.
block? You think he's going to be on the block?
Crosby?
No.
They were gonna put him on trade him, but they're
Now he's doing
they're in a
good.
playoff position.
I know. Especially now that he's doing it, he's in that foundation.
But
He's
hold
in the
on,
Penguins foundation.
guys. You said it last time you were here, Pat. This division, this whole conference is so
Eastern?
tight.
Oh,
it come
man, I
March
love it.
deadline.
I love
If
it.
they're not gonna, if they're gonna trade him, and Montreal's gonna jump on that.
You think?
Yes,
Yeah.
Montreal's gonna jump on that. To have him as a second line center for the next 2 years, or a 1-2 punch him and Suzuki.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be great.
him and Demidov, or put Demidov on the first line, and you play Slavkovsky, Crosby, and Kapanen.
Kapanen.
Okay, so Price is 38 years old.
Yeah.
Vasilevsky is 31 years old.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Maybe we still wouldn't even still be around.
38. It's a little old as a goalie.
Well, Price's contract would have
Expired this year.
This year or next, I think. Next,
Mhm.
yeah. This year or next, yeah. Because they traded it to San Jose, right?
Yeah.
They still would have been.
There was some funny mock trades online, you know, like,
I
okay,
hate that shit. You think it's like, oh, what's happening? Oh no, it's fucking
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the
bullshit.
mock
Like,
trades, and they're saying, okay, 1-for-1, Montembeault and Carey Price, baby. Let's trade him again.
Already done. Anyways.
Yeah.
So that's it for tonight, guys?
Yep.
All right. Not much action from the chat tonight. Pretty quiet, but
Very disappointed people.
Everybody's watching the game.
Yeah.
Disappointed my mom didn't join.
I
She told
know.
me she-
I know him.
She told me she was joining. Fuck you, mom.
Hey,
Sorry.
your mom. What's wrong with you? It's your mother.
She's not gonna watch this.
The mother. That's like you myself.
All right, boys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Another night completed, and we'll see you next week.
Sayonara.
Next Thursday, 8:30. Have a good night.
Check it out.